Pokemon fans, I'm Professor K.
And I'm here.
And we've got this awesome Battle Arena deck that just came out with Xerneas and Yveltal. This is kind of something that was kept kind of quiet. I hadn't really heard a whole lot about it. I knew it was supposed to come out soon, but there just hasn't been a lot of talk about it recently, and I don't really know why. Because actually this is something that's really cool. It's got two cards in here, two promo cards that show up in the front. There's actually one still inside as well. We've got this Xerneas here, and this Yveltal as well. We'll get to talk a little bit about the attacks once we get it open here and see what's inside. But this is two actual decks. It's similar to the one that was released with Sylveon. What was the other one? Zoroark? No, not Zoroark. What was the other one?
Sylveon and I want to say Noivern?
Yeah, Sylveon and Noivern. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I thought...
That's correct. It's a lot like that, except for instead of two 30-card decks, we get to get two 60-card decks, which actually makes this a little bit pricier, but overall, I mean, I still think it's a good deal. There's some valuable trainers inside of it as well. You know, we got some Ultra Balls and Professor's Letters and stuff like that. A couple Muscle Bands in here too, actually, but I think it's worthwhile. It was about $30, which seems like a lot, but like I said, it's cool. It's got 3 promo cards in it, which is something that you don't see all that often. Usually promo cards come in like one at a time, and you know, that's just how it goes. It was very difficult to open, as you can see. That's the only bad thing.
That box reminds me of those fortune teller things we all saw in elementary school.
Oh yeah, that it does.
Pick your color, Professor K.
Pick my color. Well, you know, I always go for the dark side of things, so I guess I'll explain one side of it, and you can explain the other side of it. First, let's just kind of go over what we got inside of here. There's some kind of cool stuff in here. Ooh, don't show that. I want that. We've got a code here for the online. Probably gives you all the promo cards and stuff like that. This is really kind of neat. This is one of those 2-player mats, which I haven't really seen too much of lately. I guess we haven't really bought any theme decks. I didn't buy the last 2 theme decks. I didn't like them enough. But we've got a 2-player mat here. So that's really cool. Got Xerneas there. And you know, when you're newer to the game, it explains things a little bit easier, shows you where to put your cards, things like that, explains special conditions and all kinds of neat stuff. I personally like this side better, as you can see, because I've got Yveltal myself. So, these are really good for newer players, like I said. These decks in general, if you're going to get any kind of a deck to start playing out, this actually kind of seems like the way to go because you've got better cards in it and you actually have playable trainers, whereas most theme decks don't exactly give you those playable trainers. So we got this in here too that kind of shows off, you know, what you got inside of here, showing you strategy with Yveltal, shows you what's in the Xerneas deck, what's in the Yveltal deck, and showcases the main card here as well.
There's Zoroark in the deck.
There are Zoroark in the deck. I'm kind of thinking it might be the X and Y one though. And of course here it shows you, the new cards that are in here. We've got Xerneas, Yveltal, and Trevor is the other promo card, which we'll get to momentarily. So that's kind of neat. Just kind of showcases what you get inside of here. Also, with any standard deck, you get coins and damage counters. These damage counters are what you get for starters. You don't really see them used competitively. Most people play with either dice or, what's the other thing?
Just dice.
Yeah, actually you're right, it's just dice. I'm thinking of the difference between coins and dice when you're using for your randomizers. Speaking of coins, we've got 2 coins in here as well, which are pretty cool actually. This one is an exact replica of one that I've got already, but this Xerneas one is actually a little bit flashier. It's got those little...
it has sparkles.
Sparkles in there, yeah. But this one I actually already have. It's not as sparkly though. They should have done Yveltal a little bit more justice with that. Would have been cool if they both were. But nonetheless, those are still pretty cool coins, and it gives you and your opponent a chance to have some kind of randomizer, and, kind of look pretty cool there. Standard Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, but really, doesn't Yveltal have way too much justice already?
Nah. Yveltal can never have way too much justice. Okay, I'm going to let you go ahead and explain the Xerneas side, and I'll go over the Yveltal.
Alrighty. So we can see here the promo Xerneas card that we got in it. XY promo number 31. Alright, if that camera wants to clear up. Now, as usual, it has 130 health, basic Pokemon. But I actually think this one has some playability to it. For Fairy and 2 colors energy, you can use Aurora Game for 50 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness. And its second attack, Light of Life, does 80 damage, and if you have if your opponent has Yveltal, including Yveltal EX in play, it does 40 more. Now, with the upcoming regionals that happened, Yveltal EX was one of the main decks that did pretty well, so we're going to be seeing a lot of that again, and this attack here will definitely help. And also Roar Game's pretty good too, because with the next set, Steel's going to get a boost, and it gets rid of weakness, so pretty good on my opinion. This is actually the best Xerneas card I've seen so far.
Works pretty good with Aromatisse.
Definitely, and also Klefki. Yeah. This one's way better than the XY Xerneas, in my opinion. There's finally a decent Xerneas card, Professor. They did it.
Well, let's hope so. So let's see what we got in the Xerneas Battle Arena deck as well.
Right, opening that up. As we can see, woo, another Xerneas. Cool. Right, you also got a Hollow Carbink. Hey, speaking of Aromatisse, it's cool. Oh, nice. Hollow Energies. Regular Energies. Alright, we got ourselves Professor's Letter, Fairy Garden, Lysander, Heart Charms, Sycamores, can't have too many of these. Ooh, Evosodas. Pokemon Center Lady. I'm actually seeing this played a lot more now.
Yeah, I'm seeing at least one in quite a few decks.
Pokemon Fan Club. Tierno's alright. Full Heal. Energy Retrieval. Ultra Balls. And there's Trevor. The XY33 promo we were talking about. Search your deck for a Pokemon and reveal it and put it into your hand. So it's pretty much a supporter Master Ball, which is pretty good actually, in my opinion. Alright, well, so also we got Furfrou, 2 different hairstyles, Eevee, Sylveons, Jigglypuffs, Wigglytuff with Hocus Pocus, not bad, Spritzies, Carbinks, Mr. Mimes, and you're not needed anymore.
Yeah, Geomancy's still good for getting energy out.
Geomancy's alright, but you're not needed anymore. This is the Xerneas to go for you fairy lovers.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look here at what we've got inside of this Yveltal Battle Arena deck. I've already taken the cards out. Now we'll look here first at this promo card. This is X and Y number 32. This Yveltal, 130 HP. Air Crash has the same kind of energy requirement as, well, they have similar energy requirements as far as being, you know, one of their typing and then a double colorless. Air Crash, 50 damage, flip a coin, if heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Overall, you know, coin flipping isn't all that great, and being able to discard an energy kind of is, but it's kind of a high risk, high reward situation, and 50 damage for 3 necessarily isn't all that great. Wings of Destruction is a similar attack to Xerneas in the case that if your opponent has Xerneas or Xerneas EX in play, the attack does 40 more damage. Like he was saying, I think Xerneas's is a little more playable than Yveltal's, but let's just admit it right now. That artwork on Yveltal is way more awesome.
I had to admit that much.
Yes.
I will say that Yveltal artwork is amazing.
It is. It is. It's a beautiful card. And just like with the Xerneas, we actually get 2 of them, so that's awesome. But set those aside there, and as I said before, the Zoroark that's in here is the X and Y Zoroark.
Okay, as much as I love the fact that they put Zoroark in here, Brutal Bash all the way. All I gotta say.
Would have been a much better option here. So we have a couple of those. We've got these Dark Energies that are really, really nice. I've got the Play ones, so they're... But I think the Play ones are a little bit better, but these are still really cool. Hollow Dark Energies. I like where they're going with it. They had the Hollow Grass and Psychic in the Red Genesect deck, but we only get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get 6 of them, and then we go back to regular Dark Energies. So we get a bunch of regular Dark Energies, not going to count those out. Got a couple of Professor's Letter, we got Magnetic Storms, we got Lysander, Muscle Bands, which is awesome to have. We've got some Professor Sycamores, Red Cards, Cassius, a couple of them, Pokemon Fan Club, got a couple Shaunas, a couple Switches, Energy Retrieval, Ultra Balls, and like you were saying before, we've got Tierno in here as well.
Trevor,
jeez. Ugh, ridiculous. My opinion on this is a little bit lesser though, because I still feel like using your supporter to get out a Pokemon isn't very good. I mean, if you've got nothing else to do and you need a Pokemon and you don't have any other supporters in your hand, I suppose, you know, that's when it would be able to be fairly helpful. But unless you're running a deck that runs an extremely high count of Pokemon that requires you to have a whole lot, I just don't see a ton of playability to it. But it's not bad either, so I'm not going to bash it or anything like that.
It definitely would have came in handy for my Zoroark deck.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit more helpful with that situation. So the other Pokemon in here, we've got some Inkays, we got Malamar with Mental Trash, we've got Scraggies, Scrafties, Zorua, Skorupi, and Drapion, as well as 2 regular Yveltals. Now, unlike the regular Xerneas over there, these still have some playability to them. This is actually one of the main focuses in the Yveltal decks. It did so well at Regionals. Seeing as how Dark Patch is gone, this is the new Dark Patch, being able to attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon for 1 Dark Energy, and you'll hit for 30 damage, 50 with a Muscle Band. So, these still have playability to them. The new promos, probably not so much on the Yveltal side, but considering that Fairy has needed help for quite some time, I feel like there is some playability there on the Fairy side. So overall, I think this is really cool. I think that this is kind of like their answer to a new Red Genesect style deck, being able to give you guys the supporters that you might need to start something off that you don't have. Someone coming new into the game could actually purchase this and get access to cards that would normally be fairly hard to get unless you buy booster packs and stuff like that. So there's the 3 promo cards you get in this. Overall, I think it's a pretty good product and well worth it for somebody who needs the extra cards, like I said. $30 is a bit steep for someone who's already into the game, but I like the fact that there's 3 promo cards in this setup here.
I did too, definitely.
Yeah, being able to get 3 cards that you can only get in through here, $30, I guess it's really not a high price to pay, considering that you usually pay more than that to get 1 promo card, but you get packs with them as well. This you don't get packs with, but you get cards that you need, so it's kind of an even trade-off. So anyways, guys, this is it for the Xerneas and Yveltal Battle Arena decks. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you got something to say, feel free to comment in the comment section down below, letting us know what you guys think. If you got something that you want to suggest or anything like that, we're always open to it. Alright, so that'll do it for today, guys. We'll see you guys next time. I'm Professor K.
And I'm Man.